I believe.
I believe.
We believe.
We all believe that Father Andrew Bass should be Marist of the Year 2011.
Father Andrew Bass was unable to attend the interview today, but has replied to our questions through an email. Jonathan Seif will be here on behalf of Father Andrew Bass and will read out his answers.
What inspired you to become a priest?
I sought to become a priest because I believed, and still do, that the worship of Almighty God is the greatest act a man or woman can perform, and I wanted to commit my life to the worship of God. I also had a great love for the Blessed Virgin Mary that was instilled in me by my parents and by the Marist brothers, and I wanted to devote myself to her and the worship of her Son. Whenever I thought of other vocations or careers, there was always something that left me feeling empty, and I realized that unless I was a priest, I could not minister the grace of God to others through the sacrament.
How did you come to St. Patrick's Cathedral?
A priest does not choose his parish, but is sent to a parish by the bishop. Priests live their life in obedience to God through the bishop, and so the bishop decides what work the priest does and which parish the priest will go to. At any time, the bishop can decide to send me elsewhere, and under obedience, I go to wherever I am sent.
Do you have any involvement with the children in the parish?
St. Martin Champagne influenced me to involve myself with the youth, because he saw that by giving the young a firm foundation in faith, they could be set for life and live their lives faithfully. So I tried to care for the youth of the parish as well by a youth group for those in Year 5 and Year 6, by visiting the classrooms at the primary school, by hearing confessions at the primary school, by praying Mass at Marist and hearing confessions, and by visiting the school when I can. For myself, I have found a great deal of faith amongst the boys in Marist. In particular, when I visit them on retreats, this reminds me that the young are not the future of the church, because they are the church now, and they must be cared for, and their faith must be strengthened, because it takes great courage to be young and to live a life of faith, so they in turn become an inspiration to me. The young have a great deal to battle with, a great many influences and temptations, and when young, it is very difficult to ignore these things. So I am pleased and very proud of them when they show commitment to what is good and holy, in spite of what others might say or do. They become an inspiration to me and remind me that I must also be strong and persevere in faith.
Did you go to a Marist school?
From AD 1985 to AD 1986, I attended Marist Brothers Junior School at Parramatta, where the cathedral now stands. And from AD 1987 to AD 1992, I was at Parramatta Marist High School.
What is the major difference between Parramatta Marist when you were there compared to now?
One of the great aspects of Parramatta Marist High is that the Brothers has remained at the school. This gives a great sense of tradition and a great sense of devotion, and is an example to the boys, as it was to me, of living a life of faith, and not being afraid of being set different from others. Many of the teachers that taught me are still at the school, and some old boys of the school are now teachers of the school. This shows what a great character the school has and what influence it has on others. Thank you very much for considering me as Marist of the Year. It certainly is something that I did not deserve, but of which I am very touched that you think of me.
Through his answers, we thoroughly believe that Father Andrew Bass should be Marist of the Year 2011. He demonstrates the 5 charisms throughout his daily life.
Thank you for watching. We hope you choose Father Andrew Bass as Marist of the Year.
Thank you.